Hello everyone, I'm meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Excuse me, just a sec. Frog in the throat. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 1 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now, we've got news out of Washington where the city manager buyout for Jonathan Russell has been marked at over $140,000. Now, Jonathan Russell announced his resignation on Monday after being the city manager for the past 7 years. Russell says certain political behaviors during the recent local election did not align with his professional standards. He said, quote, "I found it inappropriate for a candidate to make a direct threat to a city employee's job as part of campaign rhetoric. I've been in this field long enough to recognize when a political environment is shifting in a way that doesn't align with how I lead," end quote. Now, the buyout includes salary, insurance, and retirement payments. Municipal elections on November 4th brought about a big change for the city. Mayor Don Sadler lost his re-election bid, as did Councilman Richard Brooks. 2 other council members decided not to seek another term. In a Facebook post, incoming Councilman Nick Fritz said the city is millions of dollars in debt. Fritz claims the current city council met recently. Behind closed doors, they asked Russell to resign, allowing him to collect a severance package. Russell's last day is December 8th, while his current contract with the city was set to expire on November 5th of 2027. There's no word yet on who the city will appoint as interim city manager during the search process for a new one. And now we also want to highlight the ongoing war in Ukraine, as President Trump's peace plan has received some pushback from Ukraine and European leaders while getting support from Vladimir Putin and Russia. NBC's Keir Simmons has more on the latest.
Hey there, these are intense knife-edge negotiations over what amounts to various peace plans. The negotiations have been taking place around the world, including here in the United Arab Emirates, with a Russian team meeting with a US team and even a Ukrainian senior official here in Abu Dhabi for those talks. There have also been talks in Europe. President Trump painting a positive picture about how it is looking, but Sergei Lavrov, the foreign minister, is saying that if the proposals have indeed substantially moved away, he says, from what was agreed between President Trump and President Putin in Alaska, then Russia, he suggests, would just walk away. And there's another headline about a leaked WhatsApp call between President Trump's envoy and a Putin official. That senior Kremlin official questioned over why he wasn't using a secure line now in Moscow. Bloomberg obtained the call. It has not said where it came from, or at least it has a transcript of the call. In that call, the Kremlin official calls Steve Witkoff, President Trump's envoy, my friend, and Witkoff appears to coach the Kremlin on how to handle President Trump, saying that he should praise President Trump over the Middle East peace deal, and suggesting that President Putin call President Trump before a visit to the White House by President Zelensky. Keir Simmons, NBC News, Dubai.
Well, thank you very much, Keir, for that report. We now turn to your weather forecast. Everything is certainly looking warmer than average across the east today. Of course, we also have our eyes on the cloud cover. That's going to be departing later, really early tomorrow morning. Maybe later today, we'll see a few more sun rays. But again, plan on mostly cloudy skies through the rest of the day, but warm air temperatures. Right now, 72 degrees in Grifton. Normal this time of year is around 10 degrees cooler than what you're experiencing when you step outside. A west-southwesterly wind is a big reason why we're so warm. It's blowing in that warmer and more humid air. Dew points all the way up in the low 60s right now in Grifton. Wind speeds sitting at about 11 miles an hour. A little bit of a stronger breeze right now along the Intercoastal Waterway in Morehead City. Southwesterly wind at 18 miles an hour. There you can see the wind's effects on the water, creating again a little bit of some wave action. A couple white caps out there. 65-degree dew point comes with a 71-degree air temperature. Now, we do still have, again, a few spotty light showers coming down, but the spread and coverage of the rain is getting smaller and smaller, decreasing as we see the time pass by. By the time we get to around 5, 6, 7 o'clock tonight, rain will be gone and the winds will start to shift. And that's going to bring in that colder air we've been talking about all week long. Please, if you're a lover of the warm weather, get outside and enjoy it today. You're probably not going to be pleased with your temperature trends over Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. This Thanksgiving weekend again will have a bit more of a chill to it than what we're looking at outside right now. In fact, right now, Stumpy Point coming in an 80-degree reading. And while I would normally dismiss that, saying, all right, there's clearly a problem with the sensor, New Bern is at 79, Jacksonville is at 78. So there is certainly upper 70 potential in eastern North Carolina. We've got 75 degrees in Swan Quarter, 71 along really the coast of Edenton, Elizabeth City, Hatteras, and Beaufort. Overall, just warm weather today. And it all has to do again with your winds. Wind direction has been steady and wind speeds are actually starting to accelerate. Now up to around a 10 to nearly 20 mile an hour sustained breeze. Later on tonight, those winds are going to be shifting. Here's the picture by the time we get to around 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock, still seeing a west-southwesterly wind. Wind speeds relatively impressive, around 7 to 15 miles an hour for inland areas. But watch what happens as we head towards 11. All of those winds start to swing around to the north-northwest. And that is going to bring in that colder air, and it's going to continue its trek across eastern North Carolina throughout the day on Thursday, really setting those temperatures down to rock bottom by the time we get to Friday evening, or really Friday night into Saturday morning. That's when we're going to be at our coldest. For the rest of this afternoon, though, plan on, again, maybe a few more degrees tacked on to what you're seeing out your door right now, but not going to, again, see a whole lot of rain showers extend past, say, 2 to 3 p.m. Later on this evening, cloud cover will start to break apart. I think coastal areas will largely hold on to the cloud cover a little bit longer than more inland areas, but everyone is looking at lots of sunshine coming up for Thanksgiving, along with Black Friday and even Saturday. Now, there's that high pressure system you're seeing work its way across the Gulf Coast states. As it hits Georgia, it's really going to again anchor in that cold air. So long as it's down to our south and a little bit off to our west, it will encourage a northwesterly breeze, and that's going to push those air temperatures again down below freezing for Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night. But it's Friday night into Saturday morning that we will be at our coldest, looking at 25 degrees as we wake up early Saturday morning. Now, as we warm up through Saturday and Sunday, 48 degrees to start the weekend, 63 to finish it. We are going to see more cloud cover and a better opportunity for rain return to the forecast. That's most likely going to be felt Monday and Tuesday of next week, but we could see a few spot showers show up late in the day on Sunday. Well, that's all we have time for today's 1 p.m. News and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday.